Hey everyone, I'm Mathias Lostao from WPTV's Fake News Network and Pioneer Players.
And I'm Rakoski, also from Pioneer Players, and welcome to the 15th annual Braveathon, our biggest and boldest event of the year.
Braveathon is where it all comes together. Our award-winning TV and radio stations teaming up to bring you a full day of live music, featuring some of the most talented bands and artists from around the area.
It's the cornerstone event of the William Patterson Communications Department, going all the way back to 2009.
And here we are again, fired up for another year of incredible sets, exclusive interviews, and 9 straight hours of live music.
Want to check out the full lineup or stream the event from anywhere? Just head to gobrave.org, that's Braveathon. Catch every moment.
And while you're at it, give us a follow on Instagram at Brave New Radio and at WPTV Network for behind-the-scenes content, live updates, and all the backstage fun.
Let's keep the ball rolling in our 6th hour with Indeyevid. They're gritty, they're loud, and they've got something to say. This punk powerhouse doesn't just play music, they channel every emotion into a full-on sonic rebellion. Hold on tight, here comes Indeyevid.
Getting over betrayal and mistrust. Remorse was great, distracted by lust. Reading between the translucent lies. The wrong views to make up for lost time. This is the most natural response. Temperature rises at the reason of war. Doors are open, connection blocks away. Emotional sickness caused by uprising stays. What works in my mouth, and I put blood in. Denying truth that was always underlying. God went deceiving. Set me up, my back and blood was bleeding. Overheating. So self-seeking. Long lies bleeding. Luck breeding, getting over betrayal and mistrust. From once was great, distracted by lust. Reading between the translucent lies. For wrong views to make up for lost time. This is the most natural response. Temperature rises at the reason of war. Those are broken, connection walks away. Emotional sickness caused by a present stage. What works in my mouth, yet I put blood. Prevents and corrected. What prevents and corrected. What prevents and corrected. What prevents and corrected. What prevents. What prevents. What prevents. What prevents. Rewire the brain, cause I'm going insane no matter cost. But I ask my illness just rewire the brain, cause I'm going insane no matter the cost. But I ask my illness thoughts. My mind is crazy, full-blown crazy. My mind is crazy, full-blown crazy. Rewire the brain, cause I'm going insane no matter the cost. But I ask my illness thoughts rewire my brain, cause I'm going insane no matter cost. But I ask my illness thoughts. My mind is crazy, full-blown crazy. My mind is crazy, full-blown crazy, full-blown crazy, full-blown crazy. to your mouth. Don't matter in my head, words in your mouth. Don't matter. Everything that's left to be inside of your democracy is nothing to me, not at all, 'cause you will fall. Wire my brain, 'cause I'm going insane, no matter the cost. Split hands, my youngest thoughts rewire my brain, 'cause I'm going insane, no matter the cost. Put it hands, my youngest thoughts, put it hands, my youngest thoughts, put it hands, my youngest thoughts, put it hands, my youngest thoughts. With the 8-7-10 a self-ignited disease is chemical that can be the blame. Forming the intentions for the idea must be infected. Slice the open picture. It's time for self-dissection. Coursing through my veins, clenching on my teeth. Acting on emotion, out of control, resist our fate. Fist of fury within the jury. Red tide board, you're controlling me. My heart is nodding up with the 8 stomach pains. A self-ignited disease is a chemical that will be the blame. Forming the intentions for the idea must be infected. Just the open picture, it's not a self-dissection. What you wanna get in my face? What you wanna say, man? What you like looking in my eyes? Don't you wanna say, man? What you wanna get in my face? What you wanna say, man? What you like looking in my eyes? Don't you wanna say, man? Don't you wanna be set free? Time to lose some of my century. That's yourself, negative please. Dangerous and disagree. See if someone doesn't act like me. Can't save them, feel like greed. Keep not cool without a guarantee. Stay now, stay lucid, repeat. What you wanna get in my face? What you wanna say, man? What you like looking in my eyes? Don't you wanna say, man? What you wanna get in my face? What you wanna say, man? What you like looking in my eyes? Don't you wanna say, man? Say, man. Say, man. Say, man. Say, man. What you wanna Don't you like looking in my eyes? Don't you wanna see me? Don't you wanna get in my face? Don't you wanna see me? Don't you like looking in my eyes? Don't you wanna see me? I will say that, I will say that, I will say that, I will say that, we'll say that, we'll say that, we'll say that. Too suitable for the position with easy access and granted wishes. Leave what's left on by moments. Satisfied till life got a hold of them. Slowly drifting, self-reality. Brought the opposites compatibility. Lost of receiving, conceiving good fortune. Going back to being foreign. Change of the season. You let me say. Change of the season. Every say close the door and now they will open. Chances stop, bridges will be broken. Control, joy, game of losing. Moving on and avoid accusing. Courage to forget, not to forget. Return to color when there's intent. And nothing is seriously though. Shine light and you never know when the good it might be. Change of the season. Yeah, let every say. Change of the season. Let it present! Go! my name, my name, my name. This is our last one. Thank you guys so much. We are Indeyevid.
a huge thank you to Indeyevid for helping us celebrate Braveathon 2025 in style.
And don't go too far. We've got an epic day still ahead. Up next, we've got a performance you won't want to miss from Preachers on the FM. Stay with us. This is Braveathon 2025. Thank you.
Welcome back to Braveathon. I'm Mathias Lostao.
And I'm Rakoski. And we're here with Indeyevid. Great set, by the way.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you.
How are you feeling? Like,
Fantastic. Other than the coating of grease and sweat I have right now, I think we all kind of share that energy. But you know what? They mix together, comes a great combination.
I
So,
share that energy.
yeah, we are here and we are ready.
But so just a couple like questions. First off, what led each of you to like pursue music as a career or hobby? Because it was great out there.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think we all come from a little bit of a different background when it comes to our start of our music careers in a sense. I kind of just started out of my garage independently. You know, I was a big fan of bands I was listening to on Pandora radio. You know, I never had a musical background or anything like that. So, you know, one day I just kind of decided I want to start my own band and kind of fell into the whole category of, you know, meeting people and connecting people and bringing this band together eventually down the line. So I don't know if you guys have any other interesting inputs for your start of music by chance. I know John played drums when he was a kid. Or no, how to start? He played, what'd you start with? What was your first instrument?
Piano.
Piano. Yeah. Oh, sorry. He can't talk. He's a mime for today. How did you start your music?
My brother started learning guitar, and I got jealous, so I started learning guitar. And a bunch of childhood friends just showing me music and getting into it, and just wanting to like play music.
Yeah. What about you?
All my family members played, and I don't know, I wasn't good in school. I was actually really bad in school, but music kept going. You meet a lot of good people throughout the scene throughout time. It's just, you know, depends on how you do it, how you go, and it's what you make of it. And it's a good outlet. It's very good, you know, to escape with it and put it, you know, stuff to good use in your head, you know, if that's the best way to put it. But
Right. In other words, none of us went to school for music, so we're all like DIY artists here. We all taught ourselves how to play.
The Garage Band Inc.
Yeah, that's honestly what we are. We're a garage band.
You've mentioned rebellion and diverting from norms repeatedly in both your band's biography and the exchange we had before the event. How do you believe your art reflects those ideals? This goes for both you as a band and as individuals.
So definitely not following a norm is a great way to be independent as an artist and kind of stand out more amongst other people, but also find your way to collaborate with those artists that kind of have the same mindset where, you know, you're not going into any directive, you're kind of just throwing yourself out there and making the sound and seeing what it becomes, you know, and whatever sticks, you're going to keep with it. So I think it's a great motive for anybody that's getting into music to just go for it. You know, it's good to have inspirations. It's good to have artists that you're like kind of going for, but really just independently put yourself into a mindset where it's like, whatever this is it. Whatever comes out, that's what it's going to be, and we're going to stick with it. So that's kind of how Indeyevid happened. So, you know, I originally started this band with a couple demos on guitar, and I never gave them up. But, you know, I kept working on them. So I think that's a great output when it comes to, you know, how we sound as a band and how we play as a band.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But like, you say like you draw a lot of inspiration, like, and you really try to tap into like what the core of punk is. We looked at your website, very nice website.
Thank you.
Now, for me and other people who aren't very familiar with the culture, the genre, and all that, what would you say the core of punk is?
For me, personally, it's performance-based. It's a genre that you want to go and see perform live. It sounds great, of course, digitally, online, streaming, but this is the genre where you're going in person to see an experience, and you're going for energy. You're going to let yourself be yourself. You're going there to essentially meet with other people who honestly just want to let everything loose, and that's what kind of punk music is. It's fast, it's loud, it's in your face. There's literally no apologies whatsoever for punk music, and that's something why I gravitated toward it so much, is that kind of the spirit for it. So when people who are outside of the genre are curious to know what punk is, no boundaries is essentially what it is, and you know, lots of people together as a community to enjoy the sound and DIY community supporting each other, things like that amongst those lines.
Right.
Yeah.
And is that kind of like how the band got together? Like
yeah, absolutely.
Concerts, like community, all that, just drawing each other together.
Yeah. So I met Andrew from a previous Indeyevid show. He came out. I gave him one of my cameras. I said, "Come take pictures of my set." really cool about it. You know, it's just like, yeah, fine, whatever. Give it a couple months down the line, I needed a bassist, and you one of the first people would be like, I will absolutely do it. And without hesitation, I was like, okay, down, and I don't even have to.
I saw the energy of this band when I first went to the show, and oh my God, I was like, you guys, you're fun. We're fun. You know what I mean?
Good
Like,
energy.
it's energy. I saw it and I was like, it's just having fun. You know what I mean? It's what I like.
We played in a bedroom down the shore. It was in someone's bedroom. That was very interesting.
Yeah.
At the time, the band, we all got shirtless, which is not a common occurrence, maybe for me, but not for this guy over here, which is ironic. But yeah, it was great. So that's a huge example of how, if you're looking to get bandmates, that's how you get your bandmates. You go to shows, you meet people in the band, because you have no idea who you're going to connect with, and like, give it a couple months, give it a couple of years, that might be your next bandmate. You have no idea. If you're interested how the rest of the guys got into the picture, John came from Facebook. I'm a very big social media person, so on there a lot, needed a drummer. One of the first guys to reach out to, which was just like, I kind of take who I can get and work with it. So it worked out really well. And then you knew him.
Yeah, through his brother, because we went to the same college.
Yeah.
And then eventually just started, we played a show together at like a basement show. And then from there, we eventually just started playing music together. So,
Yeah.
and then this.
And this.
Like you said, all about connections, meeting people, engaging with the community.
Yeah,
very cool.
absolutely. It's literally putting yourself outside your comfort zone, especially if you're an introvert and you really, I'm not much of a social person. You kind of have to just take the risk, go for it. You never know.
Just kind of putting yourself out there to like meet like-minded people.
Absolutely, and that comes for any aspect of any sorts of arts. You know, if you're into photography, videography, you going to a show, you see somebody else with a camera, you know, approach them. There's no reason why you shouldn't approach them.
In you know, this kind of scene, I mean, you know, it is very much like be yourself. You know what I'm saying? No judgment. You know, and that's why, like, I mean, growing up with people like that, it's just like, I mean, the punk's funny because you can be, you know, in college or, I mean, like even high school, and then you can have people in the scene who are much older. It's just like everyone. I mean, you go to punk shows and you see, you know, parents with their kids, you know, and it's just like, it's very just, I don't know, it's comfortable. It's a place where you could be yourself.
I think I might need to get into the punk scene. That sounds awesome.
And it's very diverse, honestly. Like the term punk, in my opinion, is just a way to describe many different subgenres. There's so many different kinds. And I think we're in a place where we're a little more on the alternative experimental side. You know, I pull a lot of roots from hardcore punk into our music, but from all of our different perspectives on music. You know, he's a metalhead. You're more like experimental kind of. You're more of your classic punk. I'm a little all over the place. Putting that all together, still punk, but it's a little different. So it's kind of fun to find your little category where you belong.
You carve out your own space, but that's kind of what
Exactly.
the space is for.
Yeah, exactly.
I definitely saw like flavors from like a different like punk bands, metal
Right.
bands, and stuff like that. And
I
think
did
it's
it,
really
but I'm
cool.
uncultured, so what do I do?
So you guys released your debut album 2 months ago. What was producing that album like? I know you mentioned, you know, playing in a bedroom and stuff like that. Like, how is it producing your first album, and just kind of the process with that?
Anybody have any opinions?
I wasn't there.
Oh, he wasn't. Yeah, fun fact, he wasn't there. He wasn't in the band yet.
Got here.
It was cool.
It was yesterday.
Yeah, he just joined today. We just hired him.
It was actually like a really cool time. We recorded with this guy named Doug Gallo, out of Red Bank, and it was awesome. He was so chiller. He was the nicest guy, and we were comfortable, and we just went in and we did it. It all came naturally, and that's all you really want from that. You know what I'm saying? And for it to sound good too. But you know.
Right. Yeah. Going into the studio for, you know, more of a professional standard, which is something we're not used to. I definitely kept my expectations low because I just wanted to enjoy that moment and take it in and really just see what comes out. And I'm not trying to force anything. I'm not trying to put like a pen on paper saying this is what needs to happen, because things could change, you know, all the time. And things did change on one of our tracks. Leach, our previous guitarist, Ignacio, was kind of independently singing that track. But in that studio, in that time, we were like, let's kind of make it a duet. So I hopped on vocals and it completely changed the whole track. But it just shows like you really don't want to put too much perspective on like what's the plan. Instead of just going forward, you just want to go and bite the bullet and see what happens, which is really cool.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
really looking forward to see where you guys go. Well, it's been a pleasure. We're running a little bit out of time here. So is there anything else you would like to mention?
That's about it. We have a lot more music coming out. We're going to work on an entire new album, so that's really exciting. Hopefully some more collaborations with other artists in the scene. I'm also hosting a couple shows, which is really fun. So if you're listening to this, I'm hosting Pedalpalooza in the Boonton Elks Lodge, May 17th and May 18th. It's a free event, plenty of bands. It's going to be really cool. You guys should definitely come out to it. Yeah, so just hang tight. Check us out on social media. You'll see lots of cool stuff.
Absolutely. Well, a huge thank you to Indeyevid again for helping us celebrate Braveathon 2025 in style.
And don't go far. We've got an epic day still ahead. Up next, we've got a performance you won't want to miss from Creatures on the FM. Stay with us. This is Braveathon 2025.